Hello friends, welcome to my new data structures and algorithm in Java tutorial series video. Friends, in this tutorial we will discuss how to search an element in a linked list in Java. So friends, in our previous tutorial we discussed how to create a singly linked list, and also we discussed about the few of the concepts associated with the linked list. So in this tutorial we will discuss how to search an element in a singly linked list through a Java program. So here you see that there is a simple linked list having say 4 nodes with the data as 10, 8, 1, 11, and we are having a head which is pointing to the first node. So let's say suppose we want to search for a key having a data with a value 1. So looking at the linked list we can see that the third node has a data with a value 1. So in order to search this key there is an algorithm for it which can search this key into this singly linked list. So let's demonstrate this algorithm quickly. So in order to search this key into the singly linked list, what we'll do, we'll first create a node which will name as current, and this current will point to the head, so which is the first node of our linked list. Now moving ahead, so idea behind this algorithm is we will traverse the singly linked list completely till the end, and we'll check for the data and we'll match it with the search key, and if they are equal then we'll return true, and if they are not then we'll return false. In a while loop we'll place a condition that whether current is not equal to null. Till then loop this. So currently we see this current is pointing to the first node, so it's not null. So it will go into the while loop and it will check that whether current dot data is equal to the search key. So currently the current dot data points to 10 because the data inside this first node is 10. So we'll check that whether 1 is equal to 10 or not. So it's not equal to 10. So this condition comes out to be false, and we'll go to next step. So we will just traverse the current to its next. So if you see this current points to first and its next points to the second node, so we'll traverse the current to the second node. Moving ahead, so again in while loop we'll check whether current is equal to null or not. So here current points to the second node, so it's not null, so it enters the while loop, and then we'll check whether current dot data is equal to the search key or not. So here current dot data points to 8, and we'll check that whether 1 is equal to 8 or not. 1 is not equal to 8, so this condition comes out to be false, and we'll go to the next step. So the next step is, so what we'll do, we'll just traverse the current node to its next. So if you see the current points to the second node and its next, which is this, points to the third node, so we'll traverse it to the third node, and then again we'll execute the condition in while loop. We'll see that current is not equal to null because it points to the third node, and we'll go inside the loop, and here we'll check whether current dot data is equal to search key or not. So current dot data which is equal to 1, here we see that search key and current dot data are equal, so we have actually found our element. So what we'll do, so we'll just return true, and we'll print a message as that search key found. So similarly, if we see the negative condition, that whether suppose we want to make a search for the key having a value 12, so looking into the list we see that 12 is not inside this linked list. So we'll see the algorithm of it. So first we'll create a current node which will point to the head. So below we'll check whether this current is equal to null or not, and similarly we'll see whether this current dot data is equal to search key or not. So for the first iteration it's not equal, so we'll simply traverse the current to the second node. We'll again check whether current is equal to null or not. So we see this current is not equal to null, so this while loop executes, and current dot data is also not equal to search key, so we'll just traverse the current to the third node, And similarly, we'll again check whether current is equal to null or not. So as current points to third node, so it's not equal to null. So the while loop executes and we'll check that whether current dot data is equal to search key or not. So 1 is not equal to 12. So again this condition fails and we'll just traverse the current to its next node, which is the fourth node. And again we will check whether current is equal to null or not. So it's not equal to null. We'll check current dot data is equal to search key or not. So current dot data is 11 and search key is 12, so they are not equal. So we'll traverse the current to its next. So now here you see that last node's next point to the null. So the current dot next is null. So we'll assign null to this current. So it will be something like this. So now current points to null, and if we now execute the while loop, so we'll see that whether current is equal to null or not. So current is equal to null. So this while loop condition breaks out and will simply return false, that search key not found. So friends, this was all about a demo. Now we'll see how we can code this in Java. So we'll go to our Eclipse. Initially in our previous tutorials we created a singly linked list, which say if I run the program, so this singly linked list was something like this: 10, 8, 1 and 11 and then null. So in this tutorial we'll first code the algorithm. So we'll create a public method, public, and we'll give a return type as boolean, and we'll create a method, say find, and to this method we'll give list node the head and an integer, say search key. So basically this method takes in a head and a search key. So our first thing will be if, say, let's say if head is equals to null. So suppose we have a linked list where head points to null, so we will just return false, and then we'll say code whatever we discussed into the slide. So we'll create a current node and make it point to head. So now we'll give a while loop. So inside this while loop we'll say current not equals to null. So we'll iterate till current equals null. So inside this while loop we'll provide a if condition, which what we discussed in the slide, as when current dot data equals search key, then just return true. And after if, we'll just traverse the current to its next node. So current to current will provide current dot next value, and if the current reaches the end and the search key is not found, we'll just simply return false. So into our main method, what we'll do, we'll create a if condition, and let's say here we'll say singly linked list dot find, and to find we'll provide head and provide a value 1. So 1 is into the singly linked list, so we'll provide a value 1, and we'll sys out as search key found, or we'll say else search key not found. So we saw that the linked list which we created in our previous tutorial has the value as 10, 8, 1 and 11. So first we are considering the positive case. We know that 1 is in the list, so we'll just run the Java program. So you see it prints the search key found because 1 is in the singly linked list. Now let's say suppose we find whether the linked list contains the value 12 or not. So we know that it doesn't contain the value 12. So if I run it, so it prints search key not found. So friends, in this tutorial we discussed how we can search an element in a linked list through a Java program. Hope you like this video. Please like, comment, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. You can also visit my blog. The link is provided in the description. Thanks. Have a nice day.